mean, if you're gonna spend that kind of money.
Yeah, that's what hurts us, is we don't get a return on the entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know what that.
Because we're not really set up.
Yeah,
And we-
well, I, taking it too far.
As you can see.
Well, and then, you have to ask, make sure.
Yeah, we'd have to go through the
Yeah.
city, but
So
we've
we could go to
contemplated,
the park.
we've contemplated that.
With,
I would think if you're gonna make that kind of investment, I know you're not gonna get the money back, it doesn't matter how many people show up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
well, what, that watermelon
But I feel
festival
like
in
if we got
Brownstown,
somebody
I
like
think
that,
they
then we
charge.
can get people from out of town coming in and.
Yeah.
Well, I will think.
Chris, do we need to go, I don't know where the video stopped, but do we need to go back and just say our approvals for our previous minutes and our financial report? Does that need to be recorded since it wasn't working?
It's
Just real quick, go
That
through.
probably would, yes.
Yeah, okay. So first of all, and I apologize, I just want to make
No,
sure
it's
that
not your fault.
everything is recorded.
So previously, we approved the minutes of the November meeting. Do we need to say who did that? or-
Yeah, it was Jessica, or sorry, the first was Tiffany and seconded was Jessica, and everyone was okay with that.
And then the
Financial report.
financial report.
The financial report, I made a motion to approve, and then Tiffany seconded that.
And now we need Kyle to give his entire presentation.
The mayor was here.
The mayor did come in and he was very appreciative of the funding for the Christmas, and he is up for the idea of using the skating rink sometime in January or February.
Great.
Okay, now,
Okay.
All right, from the top. I'm
You don't have
calling
to
it
go
across the fire department.
You're not here for time.
Yeah, I know.
So the advice that we gave you was fill out that app, but I would do it, don't wait until August if this thing's in the fall or whatever, you don't do it.
Yeah, I'm.
Go ahead and get it now. I mean, like,
Yeah, I can
get
take
with
one
him
with me
after
when
this
you
month, and then I would
or
say
if you want to email it, I can.
by January, February, just turn it in, and then it would be looked at.
Do we have your email? Do
Yes.
I'm sorry?
you have his email?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you guys.
Appreciate it, thank you. You can stick around, stay on camera every time you talk.
No, you have to stay.
Okay. Krista Estep is obviously not here,
And I think that was 2 times in a row.
but Mr. Lowry is.
Yes.
So maybe this might be.
Everybody you got. Well, you got my seat.
Yes, so, yeah, I'm Eric Lowry, and I'm here informally at this point to be prepared for a formal presentation, but I represent Mayberry Comes to Scottsburg. And as most of you know, we had to take a year off last year, had some family health issues, and we just needed to focus on that. But we want to come back next year. One of the exciting things is that June 1st of next year would have been Andy Griffith's 100th birthday.
Okay.
And so we think that's kind of a nice thing that we can latch on to for marketing purposes. Andy's daughter wants to have a big 100th birthday party at our festival.
Okay.
And she's working on that already, which is going to be kind of exciting.
That's neat.
We've been in touch with many folks who've worked with Andy over the years. I think we're going to have maybe a little smaller festival. A couple of the things that we did last time, we probably won't do, but we hope to have a really big highlight of Andy's birthday party with some celebrities that haven't been here before and some pretty big names that hopefully people will recognize. But today, 2 things. The commission has been incredibly supportive of our first 2 festivals, and without your help and support, we wouldn't have been able to do them. Both times, we had people from first year 12 states, second year 14 states that came in. Our team, including our celebrities and our performers, we both years averaged about 110 room nights for the weekend just for our team. And I think both hotels came close to being full for the big hotels, the Hampton and Holiday Inn. And I'm sure there were other rooms as well, but both of those came pretty close to being sold out, as I understand it, for the weekend. So we hope that it's been a good thing for the community and brought in folks from all around. averaged about 5,000 people for each weekend. So we hope maybe that we can be bigger and better yet in terms of our draw. And so I come to not only thank you for your support in the past, but ask if the commission still feels like it's something that you guys would like to support next year and would like for us to bring in a formal application too. And if you do, we'll be doing that. I understood there may have been some changes in the application form, so I want to make sure I got the right form, if there's a new one. But I want to be able to fill that out. I'd like to submit that next month if you guys are still open to considering helping support our event.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very good.
Chris can get you that application and
Super. You guys have any questions or comments about,
Looking to
what
do it
we're
in June.
planning or?
Did you say looking to do it in June?
Yes, it would be I think it's the second weekend, June 12th, 13th, 14th. There's so much that goes on in the community and in the area. It's so difficult to find a weekend that doesn't conflict with something. But primarily, we want to make sure that we avoided Old Settlers, which has been in June for years and years and years, and we would never want to conflict with their weekend. I'm sure there are other things happening in the region on that weekend, but that was the best one we could find to fit, and to also sort of fit with Andy's birthday time. We wanted to get kind of close to that too, so. Well, again, thank you so much for all of your support and encouragement. I'll get a form and we'll get it submitted, and we'll be back next month.
sounds great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
That's John McNeely, the young man in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. McNeely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you this paper here, and I wanna read some of this, so while we go over, there's a.
Thanks.
I'll sit here in the front so I can get a good size.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to say to Brandon, as being a fair boy, feel your pain about volunteerism. Anyway, I've got an overview here of the fairgrounds and just some of the stuff we do over the year that a lot of people don't realize, that there's a lot of things go on there. I always like to highlight it because just people think the fairgrounds is just the fair. I went through our calendar that we write our stuff on and when we book dates and everything for use of the fairgrounds. And over the year, there was 63 4-H club meetings that was provided a place for the youth of the county. 5 Purdue Extension meetings, 2 Farm Bureau meetings. We had 8 events in the New Horse Arena over the year. 2 of them were large draws from a big area and stuff. They had roping on the weekend. We had 9 cat clinics where the traveling public vets come, and it's hard to believe, but they come in the main gate, line up, drop their cats off at the Saddle Club in the morning, come and pick them up in the evening. If you drive by on one of those days, a lot of times they're parked along the edge of 31, the line to go around, and they do over 100 cats, spayed and neutered them every time. And we had 9 of those events this year days.
100.
You would think you run out of cats, but
No.
it's not, especially when you're stopping and having more kittens, but I guess you never do. And people come from all the counties around, they hear about it because it's a lot cheaper way to do it than going to a regular vet. We had 6 pro wrestling matches in the Merchants Building. Brings a lot of people in. There was an FFA meeting. The state fair board had their election committee meeting for the southern region at the fairgrounds. The kindergarten tour is held there, and all the schools in the county participate in that and bring kids in, and they had petting zoo and education about agriculture. the Scott County Farm Bureau Incorporated has a farm tour each year, and they go around to some specialty farms and also traditional farms, and take a bus, and people go around, and they start there, and then they end there with a meal for the day. We had the Pages Circus come, and I attended that myself, and I was really impressed with the draw and the quality of that the circus was and stuff. It was a lot more than I thought it would be, and that's the second time that they came. They came the year before also. We had an arts and crafts fair there, and there was the company came out of North Carolina and brought semis of all these arts and crafts supplies. And I went down there and but walked through the parking lot, and we had people from Alabama, Tennessee, North Carolina, Kentucky, and Ohio, as well as Indiana, that came to that. And it's actually not like a finished product that they have. They have all the supplies to make arts and crafts. And like they're like a wholesaler, and all this is made in North Carolina. And they came, brought their own semis and forklift, they unload all that stuff, and then people come in there and purchase those supplies and all.
Was that to the public? Was that to the public?
Yes, it's open to the public. And so we had, in the spring, we had a sheep and goat show that we sponsored. Brought a lot of people in, and then in the fall here, the FFA had their beef show, and I know that's been going on probably 15 years now, and there's multiple states come. This year there was 92 calves that showed and 50 competitors in it that come from not only Indiana, but other states also and stuff. And they have that now. It's on the points circuit. So a lot of people that show calves for points for like the state champion and stuff. If they're on that, how it's like racing or anything else, you have to show to get your points, so. Anyway, that was some of the things that went on, and for 2026, some things we've already got scheduled. We've got another cat clinic in March coming up. The FFA's area livestock judging will be there in April. We're excited that the Kentucky Ranchers Association is already booked the arena for June the 13th, and we're excited for that. And we hope that that's going to bring a lot of attention to the new arena. And of course, the fair is June the 21st through the 27th. And Mr. Wakeman has contacted me that you guys are going to put on an event at the fairgrounds in September. And we've already been in contact, but don't have definite dates, again, with the circus, wrestling, livestock clinics, a car show. We had a motorcycle rally group contact me and came and looked at the fairgrounds. And I don't have anything definite about that yet or anything, but I know that brought a lot of business to the county when we had the Iron Order that used to come. And
A lot.
with in talks with some rodeos and more roping events and horse shows and stuff to try and get plenty use out of that arena. And for attendance for the fair, I went through and tried to get a good handle on some of that. But we figured we had 20,000 attendants over the week. We sold 3,153 wristbands, which you guys has got the financials on all that from the fair where you produced that. I had riders that sold single tickets or bought single tickets, and I figured that to be approximately 400 other people that done that other than wristbands. Something we've looked at. We've got 6,600 Facebook followers now for our page on Facebook. Figured about 2,500 on grandstand, attendance. And then, we had $18,490 in grandstand ticket sales and stuff this year, so. That's where we're at. Just want to give you kind of an overview of what we've done.
Do you already have the carnival?
So the carnival, yes, is booked. It's the same carnival as last year. And we were slow, again, to get our fair dates because you're at their mercy, and I know that you got, or this will be for later, but I know you guys all the time get some suggestions for you. When we told the carnival guy when he come, that Saturday night, the last night of the fair, is not gonna be a good night. It just never is. You would think Saturday night, that'd be a big night, but when you take, 4-H out of the equation, all the livestock leaves on Friday night and everything, take a lot of people away from the fair. All those people that worked all week, are tired of it, and don't come back. Merchants leave out of the merchants' buildings, and things. And, so we want to try and do something that would, I guess, make Saturday nights great again, And I don't know if moving maybe that discount from, on tickets for the carnival to Saturday might be a good idea. Something that would,
Definitely.
because it really spurs that Wednesday night, we've had to move our grandstand events around to make it so that people that are in an event there park inside the infield because we run out of parking,
For the Wednesday night.
on that Wednesday night.
I bet you
And,
know.
this guy is he's like really good, I think, to work with. We're gonna go to the Fairs and Festivals Convention in January and we'll be
Well, if
talking
you
with.
put the discount on Saturdays,
I bet you
then
know.
people would maybe wait and not come on Wednesday and come on Saturday.
And he, like last year, he gave a bunch of tickets away. He went over to WMPI and gave them like, eye wristbands, to put on their wheel to spin. And, he's conducive to it too, to just try and do something to spur that Saturday night, up. And, I know it's been one of our difficult things to try to overcome. And we're always looking for good ideas for that, but
Is there a event at the grandstands on that?
so on
Saturday?
Saturday night last year, we did wrestling. Like I told you, that most of our merchants, we used to always ask if they.
Is there a
stayed
way to get
Saturday.
them to stay?
I
Pardon
bet
me?
you
If
the
you do some type of
bracelets-
discount for there may be something that you could include that Saturday night, make it different for them to stay,
Yeah.
like your
He,
vendors,
Yeah, and like our food vendors will all stay.
they stay, it's just the
But
merchant.
those merchants, and I understand it, because back again,
Been there all
hey, you're selling windows or doing something, why don't you come work on Saturday too? And it's volunteer, and they don't want, they want to clean out there and they want their weekends, And so last year, we just changed it till they did leave on Friday night. Then that opened up the big merchants building, and then we had that pro wrestling in the merchants building. And all, because that's a thing that you need to be that close, not like the grandstands, and stuff. And it worked out really well and stuff to do that, and got us some money out of that, and was a different type of event than what we've normally had. The year before, of course, like I say, the livestock all leaves on Friday. So we did it over in the show arena. And, we had a hard time getting people over there because it's two types of fairgoers, there's that back road, you got the people that like stay with agriculture and things, and then you got people that come for the carnival or the grandstand events, and they don't cross paths a whole lot. So a people from over there, they didn't see it, you know, and didn't know, so getting it closer to the other part of the fair, you know, really helped out. He did pretty good there last year. The year before was not so well, so. Anyway, that's just what we got, so I just wanted to get back, and I know you guys, we really appreciate you, your sponsorship every year, but the fair, it's hard to put on a fair, and, we need all the help we can get for sponsorship, and we're glad that you guys help us out, and some other people in the community help us along also. So that's all I got.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All righty, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Skating rink update.
Okay, so I have, first of all, we spoke about the volunteers. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of volunteers. I know it's cold outside, but.
Is it staying warm in the building though? And then,
It does.
Yeah.
So we
Good
have 2 heaters now. And by the way, the heaters, 1 tank lasts 1 day. So we're gonna need 4 more tanks for next week, the refills. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
But, right. So, it does stay warm in there.
yeah,
And,
so like the volunteers, or that's what they're mostly doing is inside there, right?
the only real job is, I need 2 people, and I'm gonna be honest, I've had 1 individual that has helped me, and he's kinda meanders around, the square during the day, but he has been so helpful. He, has made sure that the skates are sanitized, he makes sure that they get on the rink okay, and then he takes the skates and he puts them back where they go on the table. I've had some of my own employees go in and change out some shoestrings, and I've been the one that's been signing people in, making sure they have an adult with them, that kind of thing. I've only had two people that I said, no, you have to have a parent come sign you in, because we do have a waiver that we have them sign, and we have signs posted.
So they just probably kids that live close by.
Yeah, and a lot of them, there was a couple that stayed in their car, and then there was a couple that were just outside planning on watching, but I just had to have them
Yeah.
sign in first. I did bring the book in today of all the people that have signed in. I have everyone, and I'm out of these sheets, by the way, too. I use them all. I had 11 pages of families, sign in. So there has been 146 families in 3 days that have been. That's the number of families. I haven't added up.
Are you
How
having
many?
them put where they're from, just out of
Yes,
curiosity?
yes.
Yeah.
I started, I think on the 2nd day, getting their zip codes.
Yeah,
We even got someone from San Jose come in. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? He goes, no, I was actually visiting family right out of town.
Yeah.
And we drove through and we saw it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've gotten a great response as far as the people coming in. On the very first day, it is a learning curve. So the very first day, we have the Polyglide that we purchased. It's a 5-gallon bucket. And this bucket, has no real instructions on how to use it. So we're looking at YouTube. We applied, generously, and
and fell.
there's just, some children on purpose were, sliding.
Scooting.
Yeah. The next day, we only applied it the 1 time, a lot less, and, it was much better. So there is some negativity on a particular page out there saying we put baby oil on it. It's not baby oil. It's the proper,
Even if it
product.
was,
It's the proper product needed for the eye strength. It's called Polyglide. It's for 5 gallons. It's $450 something. I did have to buy a second one, so that should last through the rest of
And you guys, we're doing it out here just the month of December.
it's just the month of December, so we have 3 more weeks left.
Yeah, there's always a learning curve.
And you know what? There's so many people that are appreciative. They're like, I can't believe that you guys actually did something for not only visitors, but for the families that live here. And, And they want it to come back next year. And I told them, I said, it all depends on, if we can get volunteers and if we can get, the support of the community. And I really do hope that, the community is in support of it because it
I
in
think
my
overall
opinion.
they are. I mean, you can't look at Facebook.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's
No.
80% negative, no matter what. It could be rainbows
Yeah.
and unicorns. And
Yeah.
80% of the comments could be negative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did, on the very first day, I had a friend Holly and Chris was out there helping and myself, and then I have some employees that came out and helped. But we did not have a nonprofit that piped up and said, hey, we want to support, we want to do this. So it was $72 that day.
Mhm.
It's already been paid to We Care. The second day, Cindy Sullivan with Moxie Music came out. She did free face painting and she helped out. That day, Holly came out for a little bit. And then Cindy's son, he came and he played an hour and a half or 2 hours, I think. Music, Christmas music. It was beautiful. So both of them had their time go to Cradle. So that was $35. And then we had my portion of it, I went ahead and I have for We Care, which was $51.60. And then the last day I had Joyce came out with the Reach food program. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with Reach, but they feed Scott County children in the school districts. And she came out and she was helping change out more shoelaces and organize the shoes and that kind of stuff. And they were paid $62 and they've already received their money as well. So, I mean, that part of it I think is good. I definitely could use more volunteers, more help, especially because my daughter is expecting any day and she's going to be induced on the 17th. So, I'm not going to miss that.
No.
So if there's anyone around that time period.
So what is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday,
And what's the time?
11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And,
8 Okay.
It's really
I can reach out to the high school at Alston and see if there's any groups that want to,
Okay,
so basically they would have a time frame
yeah,
and then whatever donations,
Yeah.
they would take that with them when they're done.
yeah,
Or what,
yeah.
however you
Yeah, if
tally
it's
it.
2 organizations, then it, on the second day, it was split half and half.
Half and half.
Whatever time the
Right.
volunteer was there, it was split up. And it just needs to be an adult.
And then do they need to just get a hold of you?
Yeah, if they can just reach out to me on Facebook, they can do that.
Okay,
But yeah, I do have invoices still to turn in. I apologize, I didn't get everything turned in. But I will get that turned in, as soon as possible. It is, and like I said, everything that has been purchased is pretty much reusable. I mean, there's a few things that are not reusable, but it goes along with the rink. As far as storage of it, I don't really know. I assume that it can be stored with the rink. I guess we need to get with the commissioners and make sure of that.
What do you mean?
I feel like that was.
There's just some,
Because you were renting the skates, right? You didn't purchase the
we
skates?
purchased,
Okay.
yeah. So we purchased the skates, we purchased the ice rink.
Okay,
You don't like the heaters and.
We couldn't rent the heaters because the heaters were already allocated, so we had to purchase 2 heaters, so we own those. And then some of the decorations, we have a Olaf. We got one little thing to put out there. He was really cute though. So I really don't know. I mean, and then there's just lights. There's a lot of stuff that was donated. I don't know what we want to do with the stuff that was donated. It's just really a lot of Christmas stuff. I did tell the people that donated on, hey, come back when we're done and pick them up. But other than that,
So as far as the budget, we're pretty close to what we.
the budget, we are under budget. I need to get with Chris as far as some of the things because I allocated a certain amount for decorations, and I went way below that, just because I was having to front the money. And I didn't want to go too crazy. Obviously, it doesn't need a whole lot because it's pretty in just itself.
Good.
So,
So the only extra expense is just the extra bucket of,
no, it was that extra bucket, and then we had to purchase extra wood. I don't
Oh.
have that invoice for the wood. We used as much vendors as local as possible. The porta pots were local. We purchased the wood local. I tried to do as much as I could local.
Sure.
So I will need to get with you as far as what our invoice is up to, because we're getting like our propane locally at the hardware store, that kind of stuff. But once we get that, I can give you a more,
I don't know about now, we used to, you could go down to the propane gas place and they would fill those tanks up for you. And it was half the price of going to the gas station or whatever. I don't know if they still do that.
yeah, I think they do that at Ace. I think that's what that tank is out there. But overall, in my opinion, I think it's been really good for the community. I don't know that there's been anything,
There hasn't been anything of substance, let's say that. That's
Yeah.
what Meg said negatively
Yeah.
about it. So
yeah.
no trees were cut down and.
No trees were cut down. Actually, we added 2 trees that had already been cut down to the decorations, so.
So,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Ton of work. Anything else on the skating rink? Joe, you have any questions about the skating rink? Have you been on it yet?
No.
You didn't get no skates?
How about you, Mike? You been on?
I can't walk the way it is. I'm trying to stay on my feet the way it is.
Does anyone have any questions for me regarding the skating rink?
I don't, it just sounds like you need help with the,
I could
we
use.
just need to.
Some
And
drum up
it's
some
really just
volunteers.
signing in people and making sure, like I did have one kid out there trying to do cartwheels on the skates, and his mom knows me, and as soon as she saw me coming, she yelled at him, so I didn't have to yell at him. But, he was pretty talented, but no, other than
Either way,
that,
yeah.
everyone has really behaved themselves, and, it's been pretty cool.
I've seen positive on my news feeds, and a couple families that
Yeah,
a lady I worked with, she brought her daughter and son wasn't with them, and then came back on Sunday, so they came 2 days.
oh,
So they
there's
either did
lots
Friday,
of families,
Sunday, or-
lots of families that did come all 3
Again,
days.
yeah.
I was like, hi.
Yeah, hi again.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Do we have any new business?
Not that I'm aware of, other than before everybody leaves, I need to have all these
Bill signed.
Yeah.
bills signed. Yes, please.
Joe, you got a motion for us?
Make the motion, please. Second. Okay.
What time is
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Keep talking. You'll be back on that little camera thing there.
Emails are fine with me. Did you say you'd send me, one of those forms?
I can do that, yes, sir.